Hey guys, so I'm done with the pulling mini-series. I'm going to start on a vision mini-series. I'll probably come back to the pulling series when I talk about offlane some more, but until then we're going to look at vision, and we're going to start by looking at early game warding as Radiant and some common spots which you'd like to see. So first thing are your lane wards, pretty standard stuff. So they each give different amounts of vision, and they each have the different pros and cons. So these two are more likely to get dewarded because your typical sentry position for the offlane is somewhere around here, because most wards do tend to get placed over here. So this one, less likely to get dewarded, and if you're really extreme you could push it back further if you're really worried about them instead placing like this sentry. But different options for your early game lane ward. More defensively, you can start to place a ward here, but I don't like that so much unless you're against a really aggressive lane. Then moving forward, you have this ward here, which is really good. It gets dewarded a lot because of that. And alternately, you can kind of place this ward. It doesn't really do the same thing, but it gives Shrine Vision as well as giving Rune Vision. And as we move on to alternate Rune Vision wards, you've got this one, this one, this one, this one, even some that push all the way up here, as well as some that kind of come back here. Maybe that. So these are your kind of rune wards. Can you get one up here? Not quite. So the downsides of this one, like I said, is really commonly dewarded, so people sometimes will block a sentry here if they have a vision casting spell. If not, they're just going to throw it here. But if they do throw it up here, it's going to catch this ward. So you might want to push this ward further to the right to avoid this deward. Alternately, I kind of prefer the ones on the diet uphill. So this one gives a little bit of Shrine Vision, half vision this path, but gives good Rune Vision. Similar story with this ward, and these wards start to push towards mid some more. Alternately to giving vision towards here. If you only get one ward for your mid, then and they want Rune Vision, then one of these is probably the best. Unless you get this one up here, but we'll discuss that later. Other wards you can do to watch the enemy jungler is here, but this is kind of spooky because as you come up here to harass the enemy jungler, you're going to get wrapped on from two directions that you don't have vision of. So moving towards mid wards, what I really like is here, gives good vision of this path as they come down, as well as Rune Vision. Another common one you see a lot is up here. Doesn't give Rune Vision, but gives Shrine Vision, as well as a bit of mid vision. Alternate ones. So these are some more other mid wards you can do, as well as looking towards here. Again, these seem a bit more defensive, so I'm not a big fan of these. Oh, and this one. This is typically the first ward you'd place of the game. If you're using your third ward as this, I think probably a mistake. This ward's really good, but it's very difficult to place because you have to get yourself into these trees and kind of plonk it like that. And the lane has to be in the right position, you've got to be sneaky, but it's a good one if you can get it down. This one now gets dewarded a bit more, but can be useful. And again, I really like this one. So, against greedy enemy junglers, you want to push your wards slightly further in, I'd say. Maybe looking like here can be good, because it does give some Shrine Vision as well as this path and this camp. So kind of rotations coming through will get spotted, as well as watching the enemy jungler move around. While also being kind of more applicable as a ward to keep your mid laner safe. Oops. And then moving through to the Dire jungle, you've got this ward. These kind of wards always feel a bit wasted unless you manage to kill this tower pretty soon. Other common wards during the laning phase are here, apart from your obvious pull camp blocking wards. This one's becoming more and more common, so maybe see that get dewarded more, I don't know. And then you also see kind of like these wards come out sometimes. They don't block camps, but they give vision. And again, if you're running an aggressive lane as Radiant, you might want to get one up here. Gives okay vision. A little bit of vision through here.
I thought as much.
And then moving back to defend your shrine. This ward as Radiant, not really useful unless this tower's dead and you know the enemy invading your jungle. But more common earlier game wards are like here. I don't like this ward very much. Again, unless you've lost control of the map, which again it doesn't really help you regain anything. I don't really like that spot at all.
Into the breach.
So here are some early game wards. I'll do a video of Dire essentially looking at wards probably in this kind of boat canoe shape, and then I'll do another video where I discuss more tactically and strategically
Here I come.
why you want to ward and where you want to ward. But here are some spots that you might not know
I'll not argue.
that are really useful for the first 10 minutes but still applicable as the game goes on, but normally for different reasons.
Swiftly.
So let's see some more of these in our games.